and I would like to welcome you to this Preparing for Your First Classical Association Conference event. It is my pleasure to welcome a panel of people to help me think about this topic this afternoon, and I would like to call on them just now to introduce themselves. So let's start with Maria.
Hi, I'm Maria. I am teaching Greek and Latin at the university here, and I'm here in my capacity as co-organizer of the Classical Association Conference 2022, which is what did not happen in 2020.
Ian?
Yes, and I'm the other co-organizer. So hello to everyone, and together we are attempting to make this this event as inclusive and welcoming and wonderful as possible for April next year.
Andrew?
Hello, my name is Andrew Christie. I am a classics teacher and also an assistant head in charge of co-curricular and partnerships at an independent school in South London.
Jem?
I'm Jem Williams. I'm the curriculum leader for classics at a school in Leeds, and I'm here because I presented at the panel a couple of years ago.
Thank you. And then finally, Pete.
Hi everyone, my name is Peter Wright. I've taught classical civilization and ancient history at the Blackpool Sixth Form College since 2006, and I presented on a panel this year.
Fantastic. So between us, our hope is that we do two things this afternoon. First of all, we want to share with you some information about what the Classical Association Conference is and what it's like to present at the Classical Association Conference, what's involved. And secondly, we want to give you the opportunity to ask questions in an informal, collaborative, and approachable way. And if we do both of those things, then we'll feel like the event has been a success. So first things first, I'm aware that we extended the invitation this afternoon, not just to people who are teaching classics in schools, but also to some people who are modern languages teachers and who are history teachers. So I'm going to start at the very beginning by saying a little bit about the Classical Association. So the Classical Association is the National Subject Association for classics, and its members come from all stages of education. So we've got primary school teachers, we've got secondary school teachers, we've got people who teach in further education, we've also got people who work in universities. We've also got people who work in adult education and in the community. So at the Classical Association Conference, which is an annual event, we've got academics who are presenting their research in various classical topics. But increasingly, we've got a number of panels which are dedicated to the learning and teaching of classics in educational contexts. And the Classical Association is committed to making the annual conference an inclusive and enjoyable space for educators to come and integrate themselves and be part of that experience. And so financial support has been offered in recent years to people who are teaching classics in schools and in other environments to make that possible. So it varies from year to year, it's for council to approve, but half bursaries have been offered, full bursaries have been offered, vastly reduced registration fees of just £29 were offered most recently. So if your school is not in a position to cover this out of the professional development budget, the Classical Association is likely to make it possible for you to come and present at the conference if that is something that you decide you want to do. So you might have a question, where does the conference take place? It moves from year to year. It usually takes place in collaboration with the university, and often it takes place on a university campus. It's been in Edinburgh, it's been in Leicester, you'll hear from our colleagues in Swansea about their plans, but it moves around various cities which have a classics department, an ancient history department, and an archaeology department. You might say, how many people attend? Well, it's the largest classics conference in the UK, which takes place annually. Somewhere between, depending on the location, 300 and 450 people attend. How long does it last? Again, this depends on the organising host, but usually 3 to 4 days, and it takes place in March or April. Again, this is flexible depending on the host. So with this in mind, I'm going to hand over now to Ian and Maria, who are going to talk about two fairly technical parts of the process of actually applying to present to the Classics Association Conference. What is an abstract? Because that's the first part of the process. And what is the difference between a paper and a panel? So, Ian and Maria.